Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. Welcome to Puvanur RVIR Laya Academy of Music and Mathematics. We are in level 4 handling Rupaka Thala korvais, basic korvais. We have seen two different sets of korvais in Rupaka Thala. I have taught you different varieties of how to play the same korvai in different types. The Purvangam and the Uttarangam, how the constructs shrink at the first half and then get elongated in the second half and vice versa. Now I'm going to handle more korvais for your better understanding in Rupaka Thala, and before I get into the class, let me start this class with the Thirukkural. Unnamai உள்ளது உயிர்நிலை ஊன் உண்ண அண்ணாத்தல் செய்யாது அளறு. What is the meaning of it? புலால் உண்ணும் பழக்கம் பெருகிக் கொண்டே போனால் பிராணிகள் உயிரோடு வாழும் நிலையே அரிதாகிவிடும். ஊன் உண்டால் நரகம் அவனை வெளியே விடாது. If people start eating flesh or the non-veg or the animals continuously, Thiruvallur fears, and so does many of the wise people, the animal kingdom might exist and might itself be a cause of concern. And that's the reason why there are so many initiatives like Save the Tiger, Save the Lion. So many initiatives are now going on in the government. So let's understand that let's not continue eating flesh. At least we will try to refrain and try to tell the values of it. And that's what Thiruvallur states in this Thirukkural. Also he says he will go to hell. The person eating the flesh will, or the non-vegetarians killing the animals, they will definitely go to hell. With this good thought, I'll get into the class. Today I'm going to handle more korvais in Rupaka Thalam. We saw tadittaka dinna dinna tam, the tittaka dinna dinna tam, the taka dinna dinna tam, the tadikita tum. How did we do that? Tadittaka dinna dinna tam, the tittaka dinna dinna tam, the taka dinna dinna tam, tadikita tanta. We saw about increasing the later half from 5 to 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10 by reducing the front Purvangam, the first half. Reducing 3 aksharas, increasing 3 aksharas towards the end. We saw the same korvai, how we can do differently. Then we also saw the korvai tagadana, using that phrase. Then the backfill. Tadik kita tantaka tadik kita tantaka tik tadik kita tum. Tong tadik kita tadik kita tadik kita tum. Tong tadik kita tantaka tadik kita tantaka tik tadik kita tum. We saw the varieties. Tom tataka dinna tom tataka dinna tataki tataka dinna. So 3, 5, 3 and 7 into 3. Tadik kita tantaka tadik kita tantaka tik tadik kita tum. Tong tadik kita tadik kita tadik kita tum. Different types of tadik kita tum. Different types of tadik kita tum. How all we can embellish the same korvai differently we saw. The next one is tadit tum kita tagadum. We took that phrase. Then we saw beautifully how we can shrink the first part and then construct the later part beautifully. Then we also saw the classic Mani korvai. We saw the dinta tang can be looked at 3 different ways. Dinta tang is 6, dinta tham is 2 plus 2 plus 2 is again 6, dinta taga 1 plus 1 plus 4 is again 6. Using all these variations, we can construct the korvai beautifully. We saw that beautiful korvai, how to play differently 3 times. Also, I told you instead of you can use 2 different phrases. You can choose whatever is closely approximated with those 2 phrases. You can take and play the korvai in many different ways. The third one, what we saw is tadhitakadinatam, ditakadinatam, takadinatam, tadikitatantak, tadikitatantak, tadikitatantak. How did it come? Tadhitakadinatam, thitakadinatam, takadinatam, tadikitatantak, tadikitatantak, tadikitatantak. We saw this korvai. We also saw how differently we can shrink it, and then change the second half of 6 beats differently. We also saw another korvai which is takkitadum tadikitatum, takkitadum tadikitatum. I told you takkitadum tadikitadums are synonyms. Then takkitadum tadikitatum, taditakitadum tadikitatum. How a 6, 8 and 10 it progresses here, and then the later half is the 3 different constructs of the same phrase combinations. Tong tadikitatum, tadikitatum, tadikitatum. That's the package. 3 plus 5 into 3 is 18. 18 you repeat it thrice. When you repeat it thrice, the 5 patterns can change from tadikitatum to taditakitatum, kidatakitadikitatum. You can use different phrases. We saw the variety of takkitatum replacing tadikitatum. Then takkitatum is equal to tadikitatum, is equal to tadikitatum, is equal to takadinatam. Everything is same. Only thing, the patterns are different. If you change all these patterns, you get a different feel of the korvai, the same korvai. So all those things we saw until the last class. This class, I am going to teach you few more korvais which you can play after the sarvalagu. Takadimi takajunu tonga taddin tong. In taddin tong, especially after this. When you played in Rupaka Thalam. This is what you learned in level 2. In level 4, before playing the Tirmanam, I'll teach you some different perspectives of korvai, which are very simple but very attractive. You can use these patterns as the fills, and it's easier for other people to put thalam also. Takadana takadana tam, ta takadana takadana tam, ta takadana takadana tam. This is the first half of the phrase. I'll teach you the maths also. First of all, takadana takadana ta, ta takadana takadana ta, ta takadana takadana. That's how the construct is going. Takadina takadina thaga, takadina takadina thaga. Both are equal. Takadina takadina. Takadina in the higher speed is 2 takadinas. Takadina takadina thaga. Tha is 2 matras, 2 syllables. Tat takadina takadina thaga. Tat takadina takadina. That's how the 6 beats are constructed. Takadina takadina thaga are both the same. Then there are 2 syllable pause. It's a korvai, or the gap you are filling it with tat. Tat is equal to taha, 2 syllables. Ta tagadana tagadana. Again you repeat the same phrase, tagadana tagadana taga. Tat tagadana tagadana. There you have to stop. There is no completion of taha because you are concluding that phrase. Then there is a connector. Then you have to put a connector for the construct of the second half to give a variation from the first half, so that it becomes it can be deemed as a korvai, it qualifies as a korvai. Tagadana tagadana ta, ta tagadana tagadana ta, ta tagadana tagadana tang, ta diketaton, ta diketaton, ta diketaton ta. That's one variety. Tagadana tagadana ta, ta tagadana tagadana ta, Ta tagadana tagadana ta di kita tanta ta di kita tanta ta di kita tanta. Another variety. Tagadana da ta tagadana tagadana da ta tagadana 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 da ta di kita tanta ta di kita tanta ta di kita tanta. So 3, 5, 7, 9. Beautiful progression in the second half. 3 plus 5, 8. 8 plus 5, 15. 15 plus 7, 15 plus 9 is 24. 24 divided by 4 is 6 beats. So you get the second part beautifully 6 beats. So how I constructed first one is tagadana tagadana daga. Tat tagadana tagadana daga. Tat tagadana tagadana thaga. You don't play the thaga towards the end. This is the construct. It's equal tagadana 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 tagadana. You can play 1, 2, 3. Now you play 2, 2, 2 as a padded phrases. Tagadana da, tat tagadana tagadana da, tat tagadana tagadana tagadana. Or tagadana 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 da, tat tagadana tagadana da, tat tagadana. You can play the reverse also. Tagadana tagadana da, tagadana 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 da, tat tagadana tagadana da, tat tagadana dang, tat diketa tat diketa tat diketa ta. So how you have to understand is the first part, what all the changes you can make. That's one segment. The second part is what are all the changes you can play the second part. So you have to understand tagadana tagadana daga, tat tagadana tagadana daga, tat tagadana tagadana. One variety. Tagadana daga, tat tagadana tagadana daga, tat tagadana tagadana tagadana. Tagadana 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 daga, tat tagadana tagadana daga, tagadana, tat tagadana. So these are the three different varieties by which you can modulate or change the first part. The second part changes adi kita tantaka tadi kita tantaka tik tadi kita tum tang tadi kita tadi kita tadi kita tum tang tadi kita tantaka tadi kita tantaka tik tadi kita tum tang tataka din tang tataka din tam tam tataka din. These are all the 4 different varieties. You can change in the back. You can change many more, but for now this is good enough. These are the different type of constructs. You can use it after this tadim kitadaga and play like this. This is one korvai. I'll also teach you one more korvai. Taditaka tong, ditaka tong, taka tong, tadiketa. The construct here is a descending sequence. Taditaka dina, takadina. Taditaka 8, ditaka 6, takadina is 4. So 8, 6, 4 progression. You have taken the phrases. Now we are trying to do and join these puzzle pieces. As I told you, when I introduced my class, I told you these are the puzzle games. This is an assembling of phrases. How beautifully you assemble the phrases, the better it is. And it's a beautiful mathematical game, interesting game. That's what we are trying to do. How we can assemble and get into a Rupaka Thala korvai. How we can assemble phrases and get into Adi Thalam korvai. How we can assemble and get into Mr. Chapa korvai. That's the exercise which we are making now. So we are learning the tricks of how to combine, and you can use the same constructs even to build it for any other complex thala. These are all ideas and concepts, so it's not any specifically meant for Rupaka Thala. So these ideas you can use it elsewhere too. Now, if you look, now when I want to make a korvai now. Now I've taken these 3 phrases and I want to make a mathematic of 48 aksharas. How effectively I do it? The best is I want to distribute it and see how it really fits and it gets into a perfect mathematical progression. Takadina tong, takadina tong, takadina tong, tadiketa. So 8, 6 and 4. In between you are placing 3, 3 and 3. So 8 plus 6, 14, 14 plus 4, 18, 18 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3, 9 is 27, and then remaining is 21, is 7 into 3. So 48 you are getting. So when you know you're going to work for 48, once when you know what you have worked for, you use that and subtract and then try to backfill it with the remaining numbers with a beautiful progressive sequence. That's how you have to construct. Now you want to, instead of 3 korvais, you want to do 2 korvais. So which means you are increasing 3 aksharas down. We have to increase from 7 to 8. So it's mathematically proven. Let's see whether it fits into the thala. Straight away, this maths proves right. So when you are mathematically correct, obviously it fits into the thala. Now, again you reduce the three syllable and the 8 becomes 9. Another variety. So 7, 8 and 9 is the later part. The first part is you reduce the korvais from 3, 2 and 1. So this way the constructs are beautiful. It's absolutely right. It falls in the grammar and maths and music fits perfectly. So with these 2 korvais, I'm concluding today's class. I will see you in the next class with more korvais. I want to teach you a few abhiprayams which are very popular for the 6 beats. I will teach you in the next class, and so that you can use it for songs, small songs. You can use it as a thirmana for a 6 beat cycle. Let me end this class with a Thirukkural. Thinal பொருட்டால் கொல்லாது உலகனின் யாரும் விலை பொருட்டால் ஊன் தருவார்கள். Let's look at the meaning of it. புலாலை தின்னும் பொருட்டாக உயிர்களை உலகத்தார் கொல்லாதிருந்தால் விலையின் பொருட்டு ஊன் விற்பவர் இல்லாமல் போவார். If people are very conscious not to eat the flesh or the non-vegetarians, not by avoid killing the animals, obviously there will not be people to sell the animal's flesh, and that's what Thirulur states. If we boycott or if we refrain ourselves into this habit of not killing the animals, it will actually be a very good practice. With this good thought, I'm signing off. I'll see you in the next class with more objectives of Rupaka Thala korvais, how to approach even the mora and the korvai differently. Cheers. Episode 4, Rupaka Thalam, Korvai 1, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 48 aksharas. This korvai should be interpreted like this. Takadana takadana tham, tat takadana takadana tham, tat takadana takadana dikketa tanta dikketa tanta ditta dikketa tanta. Episode 4, Rupaka Thalam, Korvai 2, Mathematical Understanding, total count of 48 aksharas. This korvai should be interpreted like this. Tadittakadinatam, tittakadinatam, takadinatam, tadikkatatanta, dikkatatanta, dikkatatanta.